Alright. Back again with some more Last Defense Academy. Last time, Ima got kidnapped. Again. And we still don't know who's killing people. Again. This time they're being sneaky about it. Only on day 40, dang. I thought it'd be further. But last time we skipped to the point, yeah, we were at the base, the enemy base.
We don't know where exactly Ima is being held in this base, but that doesn't matter. Let's just bust in there and start kicking ass and taking names.
Yeah, you guys already saw how that commander could fly.
That has to be Quenzele.
Quenzele? Is that his name?
Yes, and he's an absolute creep. Feel free to make mincemeat out of him.
Cool.
A flying enemy? Sounds like a headache already. How do we even get to him? We'll be fine with my specialist skill on our side. I'll whip up some surface-to-air artillery and knock him down in one shot. The thing is, I'll have to start crafting it after he actually appears.
Why? Can't you just make it now?
This particular weapon can only hold its shape for 5 minutes. After that, its internal pressure will cause it to explode.
Got it. Guess there's no helping it then.
Okay, guys, let's do this. Special Defense Unit, move out!
80% sure we can skip this one. Since it's the same flying enemies before. We've done the base mission like several times. Even once with Ava, so it's possible. Yeah, and all the enemies in one turn. We've done this before. Easy. Too easy.
Now, do you understand that I would never betray you?
I shall reserve judgment until this entire battle is over.
Where's the commander?
That Quenzele guy?
He should be here any time now. Aha. Speak of the devil.
I am the paragon of repulsion, Quenzele.
Yeah, we know. We've killed you like 5 times at this point.
Finally here, like moths to a flame.
Everybody, cover Kurata while she crafts the artillery.
Understood.
Got it.
It's set. Told you it wouldn't take long.
And so this is like 4 waves of fighting. Yeah, I'm glad I skipped this. Hoo-ha. Alright.
The pain. It hurts. Why do this? What has prompted this cruelty?
Serves you right, Quenzele.
You're... Ava. I noticed you were here a while back, but... Does this mean you've switched allegiances?
Yes. It's not as if I had any future in the Sovereign Army anyway.
Suddenly, Quenzele broke off and started at something behind him.
Overlord Vashnes!
What?
We all turned around at the same time, but...
There's no one there.
He pulled a Queen!
Don't tell me.
He pulled a Lord Frieza! During those precious few seconds, the defeated commander had disappeared completely.
He got away?
Freaking coward.
I guess you could say that Quenzele has been... Quenzled.
What? Was that your attempt at humor? 1 out of 10. After the battle, we split up to look for Ima. It took a while, but I eventually found him locked up in a cage.
Ima, are you alright? Hold on. I'll get you out now.
Mr. Samino!
I slung my sword down in the lock and it broke apart with a loud noise. He opened the door and quickly guided Ima outside, but then I saw something flashing out of the corner of my eye, right next to the cage.
A bomb?
Oh shit! The next moment, I instinctively grabbed Ima from behind. This snap action meant my body shielded Ima from the burnt of the blast. Scalding pain ripped through my back. I choked down a cry of pain and asked,
Ima, are you okay?
Yes. But what about you?
Yeah, don't worry about me. As long as you're fine.
am I gonna pass that again? Yeah, I'm...
Huh? Mr. Samino? Mr. Samino! Mr. Samino!
It's all good. Probably gonna lose like 10 days. Yeah, I knew it.
Get ready.
Woke up to the expected sight of Nozomi sitting right in front of me. This time, she wasn't shocked at all. Instead, she looked at me with a gentle softness in her eyes.
Morning. You're awake now?
Didn't have to ask about the day since it was mentioned in the announcement just now.
It's day 50 today.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry about the feeding drips. We went to the second academy and brought a whole lot back.
Oh. Thanks as always.
You should thank the others too. They were the ones who actually got the drips. And I wasn't the only person taking care of you while you were out.
Sat up in bed. For some strange reason, I wasn't feeling any aches or pains. Seemed fine physically. Truth is, your external injuries weren't as bad as they seemed. Which means the real reason I was out for such a long time was because of the fainting disease. I think so. Has anything changed? You mean the murder cases? We haven't made any progresses. Ima and Dotomi are still denying they were working together. Tsubasa and I don't believe they did anything either. The others. Oh, something else has changed though. Ima's been taking part in the defensive battles. What? You shielded him back at the enemy relay station, remember? Said he's joining the fight for you. I see. That said, he's still as reticent as ever. He hardly ever leaves his room otherwise. You can blame him though. Other than Tsubasa and me, everybody's suspicious of him. But he did say that he was going to tell you and only you everything.
Huh?
Really? Yeah, so go find him later, okay? Later? Are you expecting me to not act right now after what you just told me? I jumped up and dashed inside immediately. Could be potential new information. Mr. Sumino, first of all, thank you for saving me that day. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Don't mention it, really. What I really want to hear from you is some answers. Ima nodded firmly. I was going to tell you everything after you woke up yet anyway. Not only because I owe you a debt of gratitude, but also because I'm now sure you couldn't have been the killer. Because the real killer would never risk his own life to save me like that. It is my deepest desire to find the person who killed my dear sister. And then smash their face in with a hammer over and over again until there's nothing left of it. Yet I am but a detective's assistant. I do not deal well with deductions. So I have decided to entrust this earnest wish of mine to you. I have the utmost confidence that you have what it takes to bring the truth to light. I intend to do just that, as soon as I get some answers from you. Now, first of all, why didn't you kill Dotomi? What? You think the killer is one of us, don't you?
Yeah!
When Kako's body was found, you and Dotomi were the only ones not in the gym. Unless you were the killer. But that can't be right. That can't be, right? Of course not. If so, from your perspective, only one other person could have been hiding in the storeroom at the point in time. None other than Daru. Yet you didn't go smash her head in with a hammer until there was nothing left. Why not? Mr. Sumino, I see what you're getting at. And you are right. It was because I knew it was possible for someone else to have been my dear sister's killer. Because it's a hidden exit in that storeroom, right? He nodded slowly in response to my question. Opposite the cockpit section of the escape pod lay a heap of metal containers. When we moved the heap away, we found a large ventilation shaft. Is this it? Yes. It's big enough even for Takamoto and Moko to pass through. You are quite right. Have you ever gone inside before? No, sir. Stuck my head into the shaft but couldn't see anything in the pitch black darkness. When did you realize there was a storeroom here? About day 10, I would say. My dear sister found the entrance first. She was the one who brought me here. After that, we would secretly visit this place together whenever we had some free time. It became something like a secret hiding spot of ours. Why didn't you tell anyone? I did not tell you before because I thought you were my dear sister's killer. I did not tell the others because, well, I promise me you will not get angry. Yeah. Because my sister and I had intended to flee this place together in that escape pod. That's not possible. The door can't be opened manually. We thought we could do something about that by tinkering with the control system in the war room. Decided to continue the conversation. You kept this place a secret even after Kako was murdered. If you told us about it, we'd have been able to accept your assertion that Kako hadn't killed herself. I promised my dear sister that no matter what had happened, I would never tell anyone about this place. She had tears in her eyes when she made me promise. I want us to live together in the TRC again. Just the two of us. But we have to get out of this place first. We'll be killed one day if we stay here. No, she was right. I believe I may have dropped the handkerchief at that time. When I was putting it back into my pocket after wiping my dear sister's tears away. That tracks. This place was our sanctuary. We didn't want anyone else invading our space. Even after my dear sister lost her life. It felt like I would be desecrating her memory by allowing someone else in. That is why I told nobody. Large tears rolling down Ima's cheeks. I wordlessly held out his handkerchief to him. Ima accepted the handkerchief and clenched it tightly in his hand. He squeezed his eyes shut. For a long time after that, his shoulders trembled non-stop. After Ima had calmed down, we climbed up back to the surface. Tsubasa was in the garage as usual when we stepped inside. Ima, you're an unusual sight around here. Even more unusual than being awake? I mean, I already heard about you from Nozomi. She's been going around telling everyone the news, you know? Anyway, what's up? Just wanted to know if there's a recon drone anywhere around here. Lights and cameras if possible. Yes, but what do you need it for? It's kinda hard to explain. Can you just come with us and bring the recon drone? We need it to solve the case. Tsubasa blinked a few times in quick succession at Ima's words. Alright, give me a sec. Uh-oh. There's a ventilation shaft here. That means... I see how it is now. Yeah, exactly. If Kako was killed, the presence of the shaft makes everybody in the academy a suspect. Including the safers for Shoma's case. Including me. Yet you still brought me here. Does that mean you trust me? Kind of, sort of. You don't sound very sure. I'll take it though. Okay, let's start. Thanks. Use the drone to investigate the ventilation shaft. As a result, we were able to make a few major discoveries. Right. In summary, this is what we've learned. First of all, the shaft bends in a zigzag shape a few times and extends towards the school building. It splits into a grid structure halfway and connects to different parts of the building. Anyone using this can basically exit from anywhere they like. However, the The bends are extremely narrow, and people our size can't possibly get through them. Only someone with a body the size of a small child could have gone through those bends. I'm more concerned about what we found halfway. Yeah, me too. This thing, right? This thing that got caught on a protrusion in the interior wall. Thankfully, we were able to retrieve it because I had the foresight to attach a robotic arm to the drone. It's a piece of cloth, right? A square green piece of cloth about an inch long. I looked at Ima, then Tsubasa. They looked back at me with wide, questioning eyes. It was apparent they hadn't yet realized the grave implication behind this. Maybe a certain incident had blinded them to the existence of that possibility. Put the piece of cloth in my pocket, looked them both in the eye, and said, Tell everyone to gather at the gym at 7 p.m. tonight. Huh? This is quite sudden. Please, just do it. Turn to look at each other. I don't mind. What will you be doing until then? Well, you'll see. I had enough proof to make my case. I wanted just one more piece of key evidence. I went to the back of the school, to the place where Shoma had been stabbed. Spent a few hours thoroughly investigating every nook and cranny. Before long, the sun set, and my shadow started growing closer. It's at that time that I found something. A faint trace of blood on a corner of a rock. It was maybe 30 feet away from where Shoma had been stabbed. I didn't think blood from his injuries could have sprayed that far, which meant... I entered the gym at 7 p.m. sharp to find everybody already gathered there. Thank you all for coming. Ava, you're here too? Yes. I have received an official release. I've been given Ato's room and do not have to sleep in the cage anymore. All credit goes to Takumi and Tsubasa. The remote detonator you suggested has allowed everyone to accept my presence with the greatest peace of mind. I duplicated the device and gave a copy to everyone. I'll pass you yours later, Takumi. Nah, I don't need one. That aside, what are we all here for? Well, see. Turned my gaze upward and slowly lowered my head.
I figured out who killed Kako and stabbed Shoma.
I have solved the case, despite the fact that I have no idea who did it. Gasp. Mr. Sumino, wait a minute, please. You just said with absolute certainty that my dear sister was indeed killed? Yes. The situation points to that fact. Who did it? Ima, I need you to promise me something first. Promise you won't lay a finger on the killer when you realize who they are. I won't tell you the truth unless you promise me that. Saw him gritting his teeth with a scowl on his face. Still, he nodded firmly and said, Fine. I promise that I won't lay a finger on that accursed scum.
Good. All right. Much as I wish I didn't have to do this. Here goes.
I hope I know how to solve this because I have no idea who the killer
The
is.
person who killed Kako and stabbed Shoma. It was. The name of that person is...
The person who killed Kako and stabbed Shoma is... Okay, well, I guess it's multiple choice. Oh, man. This is not good. Alright. Check the guide, maybe? I can't check anything. Shit, I've not been paying attention. I mean, alright, think. Could it be like... Man, this sucks. Because I don't know. I absolutely have no idea. Alright. Well, let's think about this. So... Small... It had to be small, right? Crap, I don't know. But if the killer really was in the place where the rocket was and managed to find a way out, then he had to be small in order to do it. There's only one realistic person who it could be, right? Is Shoma behind this? Sure. I could be wrong. I could so be wrong.
The real killer. You! Shoma Genzaki!
What are you talking about, Takumi? Have you forgotten that I was a victim too? I was stabbed!
Stop running your mouth! And just watch as I expose every last detail of your criminal wrongdoings from start to finish.
Okay, I hope I was right. Begin persuasion. I'll tell you what happened in chronological order. Let's start with Kako. Her estimated time of death is between 1 and 4 a.m. on day 27. You met up with her before that, on day 26. Tell her to come to the gym during that period of time. So she showed up at the gym as asked. You made up some reason for her to swallow that thing.
That thing?
The,
What
TTX.
I don't know.
I'm talking about TTX. Tetrodotoxin.
It's extremely poisonous. Ingesting just 1 to 2 milligrams is fatal. That's how you poison Kako to death. After poisoning Kako, you put the bottle of TTX into her right hand and block the gym door using a mop as a latch. Thinking you could make her death seem like a suicide with all that nonsense. Once that was done, you climbed down the ladder at the corner of the stage into the escape pod storeroom. You already knew that the shaft was there, because you'd seen Ima and Kako going into that trapdoor before. You did your homework and went to check out the storeroom as well, before carrying out your plan. That's why you also knew about the ventilation shaft. You used that vent to return to the school building. That's the main reason, causing me to single you out as the culprit. The main reason?
Anyone could have used the ventilation shaft to get back into the school.
But you're the only one who could have fit. Because it's very narrow.
I can. Because of how the shaft bends in a zigzag shape and extends towards the school building.
The bends are extremely narrow. Only someone with the body and size of a small child could have gone through those bends. And you're the only person that's child size here, so... In other words, the only one who could have gone through those narrow bends is you, Shoma. You can't say that for sure. Girl who was flexible enough could have passed through as well, right? No. It's physically impossible. Anyway, there was something left behind in the ventilation shaft. That's what's going to serve as irrefutable proof of your guilt.
Irrefutable proof?
Green cloth.
Here it is. This square piece of inch-wide green cloth.
Out of all of us, only Kurata, Takamatsu, and Shoma wear something green on them. But Kurata's tomato mask isn't made of cloth, so this scrap can't be hers. The shade of green on Takamatsu's jacket is less vibrant than the scrap, too. Shoma, turn around. Why? Just do it! I just checked. Part of Shoma's backpack has been torn. The torn part perfectly matches this cloth scrap. Indeed. I too witnessed it and have concluded they are a perfect match. But why? You couldn't have passed through the narrow bends of that shaft while still wearing your backpack. But you couldn't leave it in the shaft either. So you tied the shoulder straps to your feet and pulled it along as you climbed up. That's how the backpack got caught on the sharp edge protruding out of the inner wall of the shaft. This cloth scrap got torn off because of that. No. This is fake evidence planted by the real culprit. Someone's trying to frame me. If that was the case, why would that someone stab you? That one act would completely divert all suspicion away from you. Now, this next part is all just conjecture. Shoma, you were actually intended to kill Ima as well, weren't you? That plan went awry when Kako showed up to the gym alone. So you had no choice but to kill only her. That made things difficult for you, because Ima knew about the storeroom as well. What's more, he also knew about the ventilation shaft. If he told anybody about the shaft, this would no longer be a locked room case. And if we pursued the case as a murder, he would eventually close in on you. So you wanted to kill Ima afterward. But it was almost dawn by the time you crawled out from the ventilation shaft. That left you with no time to do anything about Ima. So you panicked and started thinking about ways to remove yourself from the suspect list. That's how you ended up deciding to kill yourself. If you could make everyone think you had been mutilated by the culprit, you would never even dream of suspecting you.
You're being ridiculous. This is way too bold of a plan for someone like me.
Who would dare kill themselves just to make it seem like they were innocent? What's the point of being seen as innocent if you're dead?
I honestly don't know. Wait, what did I get wrong? Give me a minute, I need to rethink this. You can have all the time you want because you won't be able to prove I am the culprit. Like, I don't think it's guilt if it's supposed to be intentional.
Who would dare kill
Maybe he was
themselves
actually
just to make
distressed.
it seem like they were innocent?
Oh,
What's the
maybe he
point of
wasn't
being
actually going to die. Yeah. He probably could have made it lethal enough, but not lethal enough to beat permanent
Actually
dead.
dying was never part of your plan.
In fact, you were absolutely confident you wouldn't die, because we have a revival-matic in the infirmary. For that to work, you had to die in a way that allowed us to find your body quickly. After all, we wouldn't be able to revive you if too much time had passed. That's why you screamed, right? And right after the morning announcement, so that everyone could hear you. Then you stabbed yourself all over and temporarily avoided your own life. Oh, ended your own life.
Can't believe I'm listening to this. Please be realistic. No one in their right mind would be willingly stab themselves that many times.
It just doesn't make any sense. We're not talking
Gamma
about...
feel. Doesn't that like numb the pain or some shit?
No, it is possible.
You injected yourself with a powerful anesthetic, like gamma feel. Remember what Yugamu said? With the proper dilution, this substance can numb the body's pain and emotional receptors without causing loss of consciousness. Yep, and I still stand by that. It does make sense. So you're trying to say that I used that drug to do the deed, right?
Where would I even find a drug like that?
Probably stole it from somewhere.
Stole it from where?
The biolab.
You can't just block...
We got plenty of that stuff. I think even Yugamu himself said it was missing.
Biolab.
That room isn't locked and everyone has access to the shelves. Getting the drug from there wouldn't have been a problem for you. Alright. Assuming that I did inject myself with that anesthetic.
How did I get rid of the hypodermic needle afterwards? When you found me at the back of the building, was there anything like that on me? There wasn't, right?
Maybe? Swallowed it is kinda out there. Cause I'm all like, would Shoma be dumb enough to do that? But at the same time... Oh, let's... Well, we got options here. We got options. We can do this. We can find a way here.
How did I get rid of the hypodermic needle afterwards? When...
Okay, so he didn't swallow. He probably hit it somewhere. Alright, let's... I'm about to say, because swallowing it was such a wild option, but I'm all like, I can't put it past the game like
How did I
this.
get rid of the hypodermic needle afterwards? When you...
Oh, so he actually did toss it away. Okay. I mean, toss it away to where, though? I feel like we would have found that.
How did I get rid of the hypodermic needle?
You must have tossed it somewhere far away when you were done with it.
What about the knife? Where did the knife I used to stab myself disappear to?
You tossed that far away as well. Just like you did with the syringe.
Did anyone find any of those things at the scene?
No. Nobody searched the area nearby on day 27, the day of the incident. You could have collected those items the next day, on day 28, after you woke up.
Still, you're just guessing at this point. You've got no real proof. No proof that I threw the knife away after stabbing myself.
Do you have proof? It's not with me right now. Did find something. There was something from some 30 feet away from where we found you.
What was it? What did you
Bloodstain. Champagne.
I saw bloodstains. Just a little patch on the corner of a rock.
In the place where blood from your injuries couldn't have reached. Those stains prove that the bloodied knife had been thrown over there.
That's enough already. It doesn't matter what you're trying to say, because you have no solid proof.
The green cloth was the only piece of substantial evidence you managed to produce. Anyone could have left that behind to frame me. All
Hey, let's go, perjury. V3
It's
mechanic.
time you stopped playing dumb, Shoma.
I do actually have another piece of conclusive evidence. Evidence? What? The bottle of TTX Kako was holding. Your fingerprints were on it.
that can't be. It can't be. It just can't. It can't.
And why can't it be, Shoma?
My fingerprints can't be on that bottle. I was wearing gloves when I.
Ooh, you slipped.
You fell for it.
You slipped, bitch. Yo fell for the oldest trick in the book.
No.
What I want to know is why.
That was just a slip of the tongue. I mean, it was just. Anyway, I'm not.
Give it up, Shoma. I'll say it again. The person who killed Kako by making her drink TTX. It was none other than you!
Shoma Genzaki. What I want to know is why. Why would you come up with an elaborate plan like this? It's not your MA. That is not your thing.
Takumi, you got a few things wrong, but for the most part, you were correct. It was me. I killed Kako. Back off, Ima. Down, boy. You promised.
So, which parts did I get wrong? The entire premise. To begin with, I did not kill her of my own volition. I was ordered to do so by a certain someone. Let's call this person X for now.
Stop making excuses for yourself. I'm telling the truth. Please believe me.
Tell us more about this order you received. Just before dawn on day 26, I woke up to someone tapping my cheek. And I opened my eyes. X was there, right in front of me.
You didn't lock the door?
I did. I think X was already hiding inside before I came in. Under the bed or something. What did X say? X said,
I killed Gaku and intend to make you my next target. But I'll let you off if you follow my instructions. If you go against me or tell the others about my existence, I'll blow up the bomb inside your body immediately. Yes, the bomb planted in all of your bodies by that robot known as COA.
just who is this X person? I don't know. They were wearing a long black poncho. They wore a mask over their face and used a voice changer to hide their real voice. That sounds like that fake stabber you made.
to fool us.
I mean, it's true, I wasn't stabbed by a person of that description. But that person definitely exists.
What happened after that? I followed X's instructions. I didn't want to be killed the way Gaku had been. X came up with the entire plan. Told me about the ladder shaft, escape pod hanger, and ventilation shaft. The tetrodotoxin. It was X who obtained that bottle of TTX too. After that,
I simply asked Kako to meet using the script X had prepared.
what did the script say? Speak to her on the afternoon of day 26.
Kako,
You know about the storeroom with the escape pod too. Did some research in the library and found a way to open the cockpit and launch the pod into space. So, would you like to escape from this academy together with me and Ima? So,
I'm with Ima to the gym tonight at 2.
the plan was to kill not just Kako but Ima as well. Because they were the only other people who knew about the storeroom. Killing them both at the same time as in a locked room would make the death seem like suicide. Only Kako showed up at the gym at the specified time, 2 a.m. Why? Kako said this. I haven't told my dear brother what you told me yet. First, I need to verify whether your information is authentic or not. If it's true, then we set off tomorrow. But keep it a secret from my dear brother, alright? I want to surprise him. Damn. He hesitated to execute the plan because she had shown up alone. But X also told me.
If you chicken out and do nothing, I'll still blow you up.
So, asked Kako a water bottle mixed with TTX. Takumi more or less covered what happened after that until I returned to the school building. Except, I had not foreseen that my backpack would get torn along the way. I had to return to the first floor of the school building. I was at a loss because I didn't know what I was supposed to do about Ima. It was going to be difficult to kill him because the sun had already risen by then. Suddenly, X appeared again.
Ima probably knows about the ventilation shaft. If he spills the beans, they'll all know Kako didn't die in a locked room. They'll start investigating the case as a murder instead of assuming it was a suicide. The morning announcement will be playing soon. You won't make it back to the roof in time. Somebody will realize you were out and about before dawn.
That somebody was me. Let's go.
But rest assured, for if you do as I say, you'll never even make it to the suspect list.
That's why you went to the back of the building and... Yes. I had been left with no other choice.
I was hesitant right up until the moment I injected myself with the gamma field.
Once I did that, it was as if my sense of fear completely evaporated. Oh, X gave me the gamma field as well, along with a knife and a syringe. I'm pretty sure X must have been the one to collect the knife and syringe that I dropped after I did the deed. Because I know I definitely didn't retrieve them. Story thus told, Shoma slumped his shoulders and bowed his head deeply. The silence that followed stretched on until Hideko finally spoke up. I just have one last question, Shoma. Do the words back or heart ring any bells? Back or heart? No, I have no idea. Thank you. Your reaction was the answer I needed. I guess that's that, Takumi. Yeah, X must have done it. If Shoma wasn't involved in that particular affair. Everybody was looking at us in confusion. Probably because nobody knew that someone had stolen the hearts from the dead bodies. And Shoma started trembling like a leaf. Suddenly remembered something. Oh no.
That's it. I'm gone for. I told you about X.
The bomb inside me is going to blow up now. Nothing's happening. Did this X person lie to you? I think they must have. An amateur can't possibly make a detonator for the bomb in our bodies. Only someone with my level of skill and experience. So Mr. Ginzaki won't be executed? Then I'll do it myself. I'll kill you. I'll tear you limb from limb. Ema let out a guttural roar and charged toward Shoma so quickly nobody had time to react. He shoved Shoma to the ground, clambered on top of him, and started strangling him so hard it almost seemed like he might rip his head off.
Go to hell!
Ema, no!
Ran over in a panic and pulled Ema off.
Pull yourself together!
Shoma had fainted and was frothing in his mouth. Gamu darted over and conducted a quick check.
He's fine. Just passed out.
Damn it! Damn it! Dear sister! My dear sister! My dear sister!
After that heartbreaking outburst, Ema simply collapsed on the spot. Zomi and Tsubasa rushed over and started comforting him. Everyone else was at a loss, simply staring quietly at Ema as they stood rooted to the spot. The sound of Ema's pained wails echoed coldly and endlessly throughout the walls of the building. Well, at least we figured out who killed Kako, but it's not bringing her back. And that maniac's still out there. We moved the unconscious Shoma into the cage in the courtyard and made sure it was properly locked. He is so dead. Once that was done, I shoved the key deep inside my pocket. Everyone returned to their rooms without saying another word. Soon found myself completely alone. Looking up at the night sky, I thought about what had happened. Kako's case had been solved, but that didn't mean it was all over. Someone out there killed Gaku and instructed Shoma to kill Kako. This was likely the same person who had been stealing parts from the bodies in the morgue. X. The real mastermind behind this entire string of events. I had to find out who this person was by hook or by crook. And I would. No matter what I did. Clenched my fist tightly, but let nothing shake me from this firm resolve.
I'll find you, X. And I'll expose you for the criminal you are.
Day 51.
Guys! Wake up! Something's happened!
Oh no, is Shoma dead? Upon hearing the loud cry, I dashed out of my room. Oh no, is Shoma dead?
What happened? What's going on?
I was up early, so I went to check on Shoma, and yeah, he's dead. What did you think was gonna happen? Bro was locked in a cage alone in the middle of the night with a known person that was telling you. What did you think was going to happen? What did any of you think was going to happen? Of course this dude was...
It is still locked and will not budge.
Doesn't Takumi have the key?
Hold on, I'll unlock it now.
Look, the key in my pocket, gonna slide into the keyhole. What did you think was going to happen? Of course Shoma was next on the chopping block. Bro failed his assignment from a person that said he was going to kill him if he did not successfully succeed in this assignment. He had a goal to kill 2 people. He killed 1. Of course he was next on the chopping block. Y'all made it easy for this fool.
It's wet.
What?
Toast clothes and they were wet as well.
Well, is he alive or not?
I already checked that. As you can clearly see, he's already...
Maybe we can still revive him if we bring him to the infirmary like last time.
Since I had touched the body, I knew already too much time had passed. But I decided to go along with it anyway.
Yeah, we should try that.
He is dead, bro. No take backsies. Bro made a deal with the devil and paid for it. He's gone. Cause of death, hemorrhagic shock. Estimated time of death, day 51 between 2 and 5 a.m. Multiple stab wounds in the chest and abdomen. The murder weapon is likely a sharp blade about 8 inches long. Too much time has passed since death. Insufficient cryptoglobin present in body. Impossible to revive. Y'all made it so easy for X, bro, to just murk this guy. Like, of course he was next on the chopping block. The hell's going on? What do you mean what's going on? There is a maniac still in this school. Who could be any one of us, by the way. How'd the killer get to show me when the cage was locked? Takumi, did you lock your door last night? I did. So nobody could have stolen the key from me while I was sleeping. I know I'm repeating myself, but that key is unique. It cannot be copied. Well, that narrows down the list of possible suspects to just Takumi, right? Don't you ever get tired of mindlessly repeating the same thing? Hey! Aren't we overlooking the other possibility? That he stabbed himself like before? This time, in a way that would be impossible for us to revive him. Can't think of any other reason why he'd wind up dead in a locked cage in the middle of the night. Well then, who supplied him with the knife? It had to be X, right? It was X. They would have passed him some Gamma-Fuel and a syringe. Yeah. Ain't no one strong enough to keep mutilating yourself like that without being drugged the hell out of their mind. Look, unless you're Nagito. Could have used one of the bottles that had been stolen previously. Move Shoma's remains to the morgue. Another one bites the dust, but that's 4 people dead now, officially. For now, 4 bodies lying on their tables there. Ima's request made sure that Kako and Shoma's bodies were not placed next to each other. He walked to Shoma's dead body and stared at it for a long time. Then he said, "Got what you deserved." After that, we investigated the courtyard together. Despite combing over every inch of the area, we found no trace of a knife or a syringe. The only thing we found was a balloon. It was lying on the floor near Shoma's cage. Though I couldn't immediately figure out if it was related to the case, I decided to stuff it into my pocket just in case. Soon, the last rays of sunlight disappeared into the horizon, and the darkness of night took over. It was already way past dinner time. Seeing that none of us had an appetite after all that, we skipped the cafeteria and gathered at the rec room instead. This makes it 3 people who have lost their lives because of X. We don't know for sure if X had anything to do with Shoma's case yet. Of course they did! We'd all be in serious trouble if it wasn't for X. Because that would mean there are 2 killers of X's caliber running around free. So, who do you think X might be? Everyone fell silent. This was the question I was dreading the most. It seemed like the others felt the same. Ever since Shoma shared his side of the story last night, we'd all been avoiding that particular issue. But it was time to face reality. I steeled myself and turned to Tsubasa. Tsubasa, you still have the organic life detection device? Yes. 12. The exact same number as the people present here. That means somebody amongst us is X. It could be you. It could be you. It could be you. No, wait. It could have been someone who came in at midnight and left the school before the sun came up. Give it up, Nozomi. Sadly, that's not possible. This device comes with a history log. At 4 a.m. last night, the number changed from 13 to 12, and stayed there. Aha! So Sir Shoma was murdered at 4 a.m. last night. Yeah? Miss Magadori, we are discussing something more important here. The number reduced by 1 when Shoma lost his life. But after that, it neither went up or down. Proving that nobody came into the school or left it, right? Yes. Well, there goes your theory, Nozomi. Thing is, we're all screwed if we don't do something. X threatened to kill us all in that message, and they're doing just that. The more we put this off, the more people will be dropped dead, one by one. Well, I agree with the part about doing something at least. Hey Takumi, you're the leader, come up with something. Maybe. How about we make it compulsory to move around in groups at least 3 during the day? Didn't someone mention before that 3 is a risky number? That was because your 2 other teammates could be working together. But the situation has changed. According to Shoma, X is just one person. That's right. so a group of 3 should be fine. What about at night? Feels like that's the main thing. So far, all of them were taken out at night. And we should all sleep together. Wait, if the killer is one of us, maybe that's not the best idea. Never mind, I guess we're trying that shit again. Done and done. We all going to be sleeping from here from now on? How bland and boring. Getting evacuation center vibes here. Would you prefer bland and boring, or dead in a ditch? We've used curtains to divide the area up into rooms, so everyone will have some semblance of privacy. Is it really going to work? What if the killer strikes while we're all sleeping? In fact, that's why we've avoided sleeping in one spot until now, right? Yes. And that's why I'm thinking of having a sentry system. 3 people will be on watch at all times. We'll also rotate 1 person out every hour. And if anything happens, just shout. That's reassuring. Now I can get a good night's rest. Skin think. Looks like we were agreed then. This arrangement should stop X from causing further harm. It should be safe for a while. And we just have to continue our investigation and expose X's identity before they tried anything else. It's just one other thing that was bothering. Tomi was killed today. I saw his body with my own eyes. Which means what? Which means what? Day 75! I woke up at the sound of the morning announcement. First thought to cross my mind was that time was, not again, along with a sense of resignation. Looking up at the unfamiliar ceiling, it took me a few seconds to realize I was in the gym. Stood up from my makeshift bed, opened the curtain divider, and stepped outside. Takumi! He awakens! I ain't one to sweat the small stuff, but you gave us a real scare this time. You were out for 23 whole days! Is that a new record? Oh, for the love of murder. I turned slowly to look at everyone and then said, everyone's safe. Thanks to your last words. My last words? For us to move in groups during the day and night and sleep together at night. Remember? Those were the instructions you gave us on day 51? We've been able to survive all this time because of them. X hasn't had an opportunity to strike. That also means X is still... Yes, we still don't know who they are. If we did, we would have thrown them in the cage and tossed away the key already. Now that I got a better look at them, I saw signs of fatigue on everyone's faces. X is among us. I'll be killed if I walk around with only one other person. I'll have to spend the last 23 days under the crushing weight of such thoughts. It's no wonder their mental fatigue was starting to show. I'm actually surprised they managed to keep this going, considering that we make up like the last group of 3, and we were out cold for 23 days. Oh, right. There's something you need to know. What is it? About 10 days ago, we met the boy with the undying flames. He showed himself? Ooh! Yeah. Well, he was feeling very unwell, but said he just had to tell us something. What was that? I recently found out there's something called a distress signal transmitter somewhere in this school. It was put here in the event of all but one member of Team 1 dying. Only Team 1 though, because the 2 teams joining together had not been anticipated. People on the satellite did not think Team 2 would ever come here. At any rate, no matter how strong they were, a single fighter wouldn't be able to win this war on their own. Instead, that survivor would be extracted and put on standby while the people in charge put together a fresh team for a new attempt. Once the correct series of codes had been entered into this transmitter, it would, well, transmit a distress signal. Once the artificial satellite received it, they'd send a rescue craft to the school. The survivor would get on board and be taken back to the satellite. It's supposed to be the sequence of events. Also, the rescue craft does not have a capacity restriction. That means people from both teams 1 and 2 can board with no issue. The second to last Defense Academy does not have a transmitter of its own, so bringing the team over here was definitely the right move. Unfortunately, I do not know where that transmitter is located. Still, it seemed to me like this information could be of some use to you. That is why I came here to tell you about it.
A distress signal transmitter. Never seen or heard of such a thing before. Same here. After hearing that, we split up into groups to search for the transmitter, but we still haven't found it. Doesn't matter. I have to put the transmitter on the back burner for now. Finding the identity of X was our top priority. X was most likely the one who killed Shoma, or they could have ordered someone else to do it, like they did for Kako. At any rate, X was absolutely involved in Shoma's murder. As long as we could figure out who killed Shoma, we find out who X is.
Alright, let me take a sip. Alright! I clench my fist tightly. Ichigo, Tsubasa, come with me.
Oh.
What? Where? To the courtyard. I'm going to reinvestigate the scene of Shoma's murder. Very well. I don't mind, but... What's that? Can we have breakfast first? I'm starving.
Alright. We'll reinvestigate Shoma's murder after having breakfast. And thus, Hideko, Tsubasa, and I went to the court together after having breakfast.
Why did you ask us to come along?
Can't go against my last words now, can I?
The part about moving together in groups during the day?
Oh.
Why choose us?
No reason in particular. Just felt like it.
Felt like it? One of us could very well be X. Then it'll be a 2-on-1 fight. What if X tries to destroy the evidence during this investigation?
I'm not worried.
They would have already done that while I was unconscious.
If it was that important.
Yes, that is true. And what are you investigating? One question before I answer that. Nobody had an alibi for 4 AM on day 51, right? When Shoma was killed? Yes. We were all sleeping in our rooms. Well, Ava was in Eito's room, actually. But you know what I mean. What about the murder weapon? Or any other clues? So far, we haven't found anything. In that case, the fastest way to identify X is to see who could have possibly killed Shoma under those circumstances. The killer likely used a special method to kill Shoma while he was locked in the cage. Figuring out what that method was could break this case wide open. Who could have done that? Was thus the best line of investigating to pursue. How exactly are we going to do that? This place is so big that I have no idea where to even start. We need some sort of clue first. There is a clue. Shoma's body was wet when we first found it, remember? I think finding out why may very well be the key to solving this case. I walked over to the courtyard, found it. There was a valve with a handle on the side, probably for adjusting the amount of water being spouted. I opened it completely, and then... frightening amount of water gushed out all at once, making the fountain look like an erupting geyser or open dam. A giant column of water shot up into the sky and came down again like a downpour of rain. Quickly turned the handle to close the valve. Soon the water slowly considerably and went back to its normal flow.
Phew, that was close.
What exactly were you trying to do? Glad I was standing over here. I'd be all wet by now if I'd been any closer. Next, I checked the central drain. It was more like a tunnel than a drain. The water flowed deep into that tunnel. There's a large handle here as well. Turned the handle and a wall came down to the top of the tunnel, completely sealing up the drain. After checking it, I returned the handle to its original position. I briefly saw Hideko and Tsubasa staring at me in confusion as I proceeded to my next destination, the cage where Shoma had been held. We already checked every last inch of that cage. There are no hidden tunnels underneath, and the bars are as strong as can be. No scratches in the lock either. No traces that anything had been tampered with. The hinges of the gate are also untouched. As I was listening to them, my eyes wandered to the top of the cage. Officially, this cage is an animal pen. I think it was supposed to be modeled after a bird cage or something. See that ring suspended from the top there? Yes. What about it? Didn't answer, instead lowering my glance to the bottom of the cage where something caught my eye. This cage isn't secured to the floor. It's just a bottomless cage placed on top of a base. But the cage is impossible to move manually. It literally weighs a ton. How do you know that? It was a blueprint of the courtyard on the war room's computer that had some information about it.
Ah.
I see. So it weighs a ton. Hey, that reminds me. Did you know this courtyard was... Oh, Jesus Christ. Did you know this courtyard was originally created as a biop for space development research?
Huh?
A biotope? Biotope? I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. I'm probably butchering it. I'll try to keep this explanation as brief as possible. It said that before World Death, Earth was full of different kinds of terrain, like arid regions and rainforests. Each of these regions were inhabited by living things unique to that area, including plants, microorganisms, and vertebrates. For research purposes, this place had originally been created as a perfect replica of the ecosystem those creatures had been living in. That's why there are blasts of hot air to simulate a desert environment. It can also withstand atmospheric pressures many times Earth's range. But wouldn't that amount of pressure cause the windows to break?
Oh.
What are you talking about? Those things over there aren't windows, they're all display screens, including the ceiling. Look carefully and you'll see the light flickering every once in a while. There's no way the sky could be visible from here. You're inside the school after all. You might be right. But what about the exits on both sides connected to the hallways? Atmospheric pressure can escape from those exits when it gets too high, right? Those places were closed in the beginning, converted by partition walls. Don't you remember? Oh, right. They opened up after Sierra released them. In other words, as long as the walls on those exits drains are down, the courtyard is completely sealed space. Completely sealed space. You've done here. Shall we return to the gym? Not yet. There's just one more thing. This. A balloon?
Oh.
The one we found during our investigation on day 51. Why do you think it was found so close to the cage? I have no idea. I can hardly imagine it being some personal belonging. The more likely possibility is that someone made it using the Giftomatic. Giftomatic? You'll definitely be able to find a clue if you go there. To the rec room.
Oh.
Someone's summary. The official name of this is the Sturdy Rubber Balloon. It was made using a very durable material.
Oh.
The description on the box mentions it doesn't break easily. Balloons has a capacity of 10 liters. It should be quite big when blown up. According to the history logs, it's been crafted a total of 100 times. Who needs that many balloons and for what? Unfortunately, we won't be able to find out who crafted them. That data, and only that data, has been erased. After reviewing our findings, I put the balloon back into my pocket. Tsubasa, is there a tire pump in the parking lot? Yeah, an electric air compressor. Is it portable? Of course it is. It has caster wheels attached to it. Anybody can move it anywhere. Why do you ask? Sorry, let me gather my thoughts first. I'll explain it all to everyone once I have a clearer picture of how the events unfolded. Clearer picture? And when will that happen? Probably by 7 p.m. tonight. My ear is itchy. Returned to the gym together, where I immediately started sorting out my thoughts. The day flew by as I did, and soon it was night. The time I had asked everyone to meet had arrived. Thank you all for coming. As it was exactly 7 p.m. when I quietly said to everyone, "Hey guys, when we all move to the courtyard, I have something important to discuss. Thank you all for coming. Now let's all move to the courtyard." Thank you all for coming here. This feels nice. What is this important thing we had to come all the way here to discuss? Well, you see, turned my gaze upward. It slowly lowered my head.
I figured out who killed Shoma.
Ganani? Stop, Lanny?
Who did it? Did everyone get their gasps out? Alright, cool, cool.
Huh?
First, we must answer the how. How did the killer stab Shoma while he was inside a locked cage? Once we figure that out, the identity of the killer becomes apparent. Because only that person could have done all that under those circumstances.
Just cut to the chase and tell us who the killer is already.
All right. I'll tell you. The person who killed Shoma. It was. The name of that person is...
The person who killed Shoma is... I gotta pick again? Man. Oh. I was not paying attention. What do I even do here? Alright, I guess let's go back into the training script. After reviewing our findings, I put the balloon back in my pocket. Of course it is just caster wheels attached to it. Anybody? An electric air compressor. And this capacity of 10 liters should be quite big when blown up. History logs has been crafted a total of 100 times. Who needs that many balloons and for what? Sturdy rubber balloon. Can't break easily. Can hardly imagine it being someone's personal belongings. Those exit drains are down. The corridor is complete sealed space. Those places were closed in the beginning, covered by partition walls. Don't you remember? A specific pressure can escape from a... Officially, this cage is an animal pen. No scratches on the lock either, no traces to anyone. It's like, somebody had to, like... I just don't know who is a problem. Those places were closed in the beginning, covered by partition walls, don't you remember? Like, who would want a balloon? A sturdy rubber balloon. The sturdy rubber balloon, it was made using a very durable material. Describe the box mentioned just pretty easily. It's been crafted a total of 100 times. Who needs that many balloons for what? Tire pump. I honestly don't know. Like, tire pumps got me thinking Takamaru, but like, why? Like, why? I don't know. I don't know. Fuck it, Takamaru. I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong, but I literally don't know. Real killer is you, Takamaru Akushiji. You messing with me now? Tell me how I did it then. Very well. Allow me to explain. What you did was you know, it's all very simple. You were... This guy's stinking to high heavens. Of course he is. He's X'd after all. Hey, now that I think about it, nobody got attacked whenever he was unconscious, right? Maybe he's trying to frame someone else to make the rest of us let our guard down. With that, he'll tell us there is no need to travel in groups or sleep together anymore then. Commit his next crime. You brought this matter. Okay, I guess we're all gonna turn on me. If you want another good rebuttal, you leave us no choice but to lock you up. Well, shit. In the end, I was detained for the others and locked inside the courtyard. But what possessed me to even say that? I couldn't remember, but it was too late for regrets. I had no strength left to even sigh. A little while later, my conscience fled from me. Well, I guess we're gonna be seeing an ending today. Yep. I might have to look this up because they do not give me like enough clues to be like, oh yes, this person. For what it meant, I pushed the door open nervously and stepped out, only to notice that someone was lying in the cage next to mine. Ran over to see who it was.
Ava.
Didn't even need to check. She was clearly already gone. The cage was unlocked. Went inside and touched her arm. It's deathly cold. She'd been dead for at least a few hours.
What's going on here?
Stamped down my disquieting thoughts and quickly started searching for the others. The next destination was a library. As soon as I entered, I saw
Yoshika!
Check the body. Are we just gonna go through all of them? Takamaru's room, Hideku's room, Daughter's room, the room's completely empty, abandoned. Kurara's room was next. Went inside, and lying there was Kurara.
No! No way.
The ray of hope decided to move Kurara's body to the infirmary, but too much time had passed since her death, impossible to revive. All Amara was displaying. Me bad feeling about this whole thing. Dark, yada yada. It's fine, it's going to be fine. No, it's not. Finally, I reached the first floor. Upon stepping inside a mysterious room with no name, I saw
Yugamu.
Yes, I guess we're just going through all of them. Oh my god. I felt nothing, not even sadness or despair. Simply turned over the bodies mechanically and motionless. Takamaru, Ima, Daughter-me, and Tsubasa's hearts had been removed through their backs. Acting as a hunt, I peered underneath Iko's clothing to check her back as well. There was a large empty cavity there as well, just as I had expected. But I was no longer capable of reasoning that my mental fertility is taken, yada yada yada. It's game over. One person I didn't see though was Nozomi. I stood rooted for the spot in the days for quite some time, then a passing soundless breeze blew past. I took in the breeze, a slight sense of suspicion flashed through the back of my mind. How many dead bodies have I found? One. Yeah, we didn't see Nozomi, I don't think. 9. Yeah, Nozomi's not amongst these. I was put in the prison cell on day 75. How many survivors were there at that time? Including myself, there were 12, which meant that suspicion was quickly dispelled from my mind when the remaining 2 survivors appeared before me. I fought so hard in the defensive battles. Everyone gave their all. We even beat Vexness. And yet, this was what we woke up to.
Takumi. You killed them all, right?
What?
We're the last 3 still alive. No one else but you could have done it.
Her accusation jolted my mind into action. I started to defend myself desperately.
No, it wasn't me. I went through the same ordeal too. My cage was unlocked when I woke up and I walked out to almost everybody dead.
You really think we'll believe you after what you've already done?
Who else could have done this, huh? Tell us!
Oko was right. The 3 of us were the only ones still alive. Stood to reason that one of us had to be the killer.
Come on, we're waiting! Who killed everybody if not you?
It was...
So I gotta choose. Who killed everybody? Oh, they gave me 3? What? Seriously? Okay, I'll just say it's me. Fine. It was me. I did it. I'm the killer.
I think I probably just didn't remember it.
Because there's no way either one of you here could have done all that. Means you must be right. It was me. I must have killed everybody. Somehow, without being conscious of it. I mean, that is what happens in another timeline, just not this one.
Oh.
I knew it. Smoko said that she reached behind her and took out a large butcher knife. The next thing I knew, I was staring at my kneeled body, arms dropping lifelessly on both sides. Damn, she decapitated me? How was I able to see my own body from this angle? I'm dead. So, was Moko the killer or long terminated Tomino? Sucks that I just didn't know who the actual killer is. Also, we get 3 endings from going down this route if we didn't figure it out, apparently. What would happen if we didn't figure it out earlier? Oh god. If I had gotten it wrong again. Alright, so you know what? There's 3 possible options? Crazy. Okay. Well, so we'll have to speedrun this. We'll have to speedrun this. Because I want to know what happens if you get it wrong too on the first time you suspect Shoma. Who killed everybody? It was you, Moko. Since you pulled out the butcher knife, what'd you have that for, girl? In the meantime, I should probably actually look up who actually did kill Shoma. Because I genuinely have no idea.
Moko Mochiro!
You killed everyone. It had to have been you. There's no mistake about it. No. No. Moko charged at me deliriously while brandishing a massive butcher knife. Instinctively grabbed her wrist and snatched the butcher knife away and slashed her neck. Well, she did. Watched in horror as Moko collapsed on the ground. Killed her. I hadn't intended to, but it just happened. Our knees were knocking against each other. Strength gave out, and the butcher knife fell to the ground. Immediately after.
Moko! No!
Zombie screamed at the top of her lungs and dashed over. The knife that had fallen from my hands was lying at my feet. Quickly picked it up and swung it wildly. Damn, so I still died? You kidding me?
Nasomi, why?
Zomi was standing in front of me with an astonished look on her deathly pale face. I stared absently at her until my consciousness faded into nothingness. Zomi, why? It's because I killed Moko. I'm sorry. Revenge for Moko. I don't know why we needed 3. I don't know why we needed 3 endings for one end of a route. Nozomi, it was you.
I'm sorry, Nozomi, but you're the only one who could have done this.
How could you even say such a thing? It wasn't me. It really wasn't me. No, forget it. I don't care anymore. Everyone died like that. So I suddenly screamed at the top of her lungs and ran off toward the wall of fire.
Wait, Nozomi!
Quickly followed her. For long we reached the wall of fire, but Nozomi did not slow down. She continued running at full speed right into the wall of fire.
No!
This wasn't what I wanted. Oh, because I made that accusation. Because of me, Nozomi. She's dead. No, wait. It's going to be fine. I may still be able to make it. I'll save Nozomi, drag her out of those flames, and... But it was already moving before I could finish the thought. I lost myself into the fiery flames the very next moment. I was vaporized in an instant. My consciousness ceased just as quickly as my body was reduced to ashes. Okay, well that was lame. A kind heart, well done. Get it? Because he's on fire. Alright. Alright, well that's the end of that side quest. So now we're going on to what happens if I don't. If I just misaccuse Shoma. Because I got it right, because he was like, it was easiest because he was like the only possible option. It was pretty self-explanatory. Let me just accuse Takamaru again. It was you, Takamaru. What the hell are you talking about? Shit stain, I'm gonna rearrange your stupid face right now. That's not possible. Can you remember what we saw in the drone footers together? And the yada yada yada. We know we know this is wrong. And so now I'm the one who gets accused. Again. And I think it pretty much stays this way until day 100. Day 99? So I think this happens again? Like, do we go through the same thing? Oh. Into the garage on the first floor, opened the door, and I stepped in, where I found...
Darumi.
And even needed to check, she was clearly already gone. Been quite a while since she passed. I checked her back and saw a large gaping hole there. Her heart had been removed from her back.
Why would someone do this?
Put that disturbing thought aside and quickly continued searching for the others. Next destination was the library. As soon as I entered, I saw...
Yoshiko.
Checked her body. She wasn't breathing and had no pulse. Judging from how cold she felt, I knew she had died a while back as well. Flipped her body around. So it's a very similar ending scenario.
What?
Yeah, all of them died at the gym this time. I guess that makes sense because they still were probably still following our orders. Shoma's dead again because he was still alive at this point. Who is left? Takamaru's dead. Ava's dead.
Takamaru. Ava.
Sir Takamaru's back. His heart had been taken over, but his body, his back was untouched. No other part of her body had been cut either. 11? Including myself, there were 13. Very next moment. Great amount of blood suddenly started spurting out of my back. Just the first time in that moment, I was still alive. At the same time, I realized I would be dead in 2 seconds. And had no way of telling if that prediction of mine came true or not, because by then, my existence had already been erased from the world. Game over. Alright, so now I just gotta figure out who the heck is actually the killer. Or else who the heck killed Shoma at the very least. Alright, so at least that one was mercifully short. So we're back here now. I have to figure out who could have done it? Who killed Shoma? So I'm looking this shit up because it's not exactly ideal. Let's see. Okay, so like... So, from what I looked up, it's Ava? Why, though? That can't be right. Can it?
The real killer. You! Ava!
What are you saying, Takumi? I came to the school on day 21. I couldn't have written the first threatening note or killed Gaku. That means I couldn't have been X.
Indeed.
What?
I'm surprised as well.
I didn't say you were X. What I said was you're the person who killed Shoma.
I did not. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Shut your mouth and just watch. I'll be exposing every last detail of your criminal wrongdoings from start to finish.
All right, let's hear it. I am very surprised. Begin persuasion. What makes you think I'm the killer? Before getting to that part, we'll have to explain how the murder even took place to begin with. Shoma's dead body was found in that cage. He had been stabbed multiple times. That means you had to figure out a way to get inside the cage. But the door was locked. And you were the only one with the key, Takumi. Yes, I did have the key. You couldn't have used it. You used another way to get inside. Another way? The key lies in the design of the cage.
The design? What are you talking about?
The cage is shit. I didn't get time to read all of them. Fuck. Give me a second. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me do over. Give me a second. Do over. Because I mean, I guess it makes sense for Ava to have been the culprit if she knew, since she was in the cage herself. So the cage is alive. The bottom was not secured. How would Ava have known that, though?
The bottom part of the cage isn't secured in place.
It's just a heavy iron cage mounted on a base.
I don't understand. That cage isn't secured in place. What of it?
So you could have lifted the cage up. It is possible.
The cage could simply be lifted up.
So you went inside from the bottom. What nonsense is this, Takumi? How is it possible for anyone to lift up such a heavy metal structure? Very true. That cage weighs about a ton. It's not something anyone can move with their bare hands. Wait, aren't you contradicting yourself right now?
You claimed I lifted it up, but now you're saying it's too heavy to be lifted? Is there even any
buoyancy. Use magnets. How do they work? No.
You used buoyancy.
Buoyancy? That's right. You made the courtyard a watertight space by closing off the drains. Then you flooded the entire place. There's a fountain there, right? You opened its valve fully to release an enormous amount of water through the nozzles, turning it into something like an erupted geyser or open dam. You left the fountain valve wide open for a while to fill the space with water. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. Your explanation was so outrageous I couldn't help but be amused. So, wait, are you saying that Shoma didn't die from stabbing? Did he die from drowning? Oh shit, I didn't even think of that, putting that together. Takumi, do you not know how powerful water pressure can be? Even if we assume water was released into the environment after covering up any openings, some would still leak out, because those walls would be under constant pressure from the force of the water. No, that wouldn't happen. That's how this place was designed. Because the courtyard was originally constructed for a certain special purpose.
special purpose?
It was
What
a
special purpose? Now you're just talking.
space development research, not DC research because it's for all organisms.
This place was a biotope.
Biotope.
Used for space
That's how you say it.
development research.
It was designed to be able to withstand atmospheric pressures many times Earth's range. That's what Tsubasa said. Yeah, that's right. That's why it's impossible for water pressure to cause any leaks. After a while, the place became filled with water. Considering the water flow of that fountain, it probably took about 3 hours for water to rise to the top of the cage. Shoma was killed at 4 a.m. Counting back from that time brings us to 1 a.m. for the approximate time the water started to accumulate. Even if you were right, that entire cage is made of iron. It literally weighs a ton. You said so yourself.
It wouldn't shift around simply from being submerged in water. Buoyancy doesn't work that way. How could...
Sturdy rubber balloons.
By using sturdy rubber balloons.
Rubber balloons? Ones that can be filled with air up to a capacity of about 10 liters. You inflated 100 of these balloons and put them into the cage. To be more precise, you put the deflated balloons into the cage first before inflating them. Archimedes' principle states that upward buoyant forces is equal to the weight of displaced water. 100 balloons that hold 10 liters each equals 1,000 kilograms. In other words, the effect is 1 ton of upward force. That cancels out the weight of the cage and reduces it to near zero. You barely needed to use a single finger to lift it then. You were easily able to lift the cage with just the slightest effort. 110-liter rubber balloons? That's just not... It would be impossible for me to inflate so many balloons in such a short time. How could anyone have done that? More than likely, you used a certain tool.
A certain tool? Well, what tool would...
I like the thought of them explaining their
Bicycle
shit.
tire pump in the parking lot. It's an electric air compressor.
I like to think of these people just trying to make a case in their like tire pump. Takumi just like immediately calls them out in their voice. It's like, oh shit.
It's mounted on wheels and can be easily moved. Using that would make it a literal breeze to fill up all those balloons. I see. That method does make it possible for the cage to be lifted up while it was submerged in water. But don't you find it strange? If the cage had been underwater for that long, Shoma would have drowned inside. Yet the revival-matic stated its cause of death was hemorrhagic shock.
Doesn't that conflict with the sequence of events you've laid out? If your deduction holds true, Shoma would have drowned to death before...
The cage wasn't completely
The
submerged.
cage wasn't completely submerged.
I just guessed on that shit.
The water only had to stop just below the topmost part of the cage for it to work. Discharging the water equal to the volume of the cage itself created the buoyant force needed. Shoma kept his head above the water's surface and breathed through his mouth, gaping and gasping for air the whole time. You took this opportunity to lift up the cage while underwater, slip inside and stab multiple times. What happened to the water in the courtyard after that? You opened the drainage walls to drain it away.
Then the courtyard should have still been wet when we discovered Shoma's body. But was it wet?
Hot air blast. Because we know that shit happens too.
You used blasts of hot air to dry the place up.
I mentioned just now that this courtyard was originally created as a biotope for space development research. Because of that, it's perfectly capable of reproducing a desert environment, which means it has the ability to blast hot wind around the area. After draining the water away, you activated that setting to dry the courtyard. Due to the lack of time, however, the water didn't dry up completely. When we first discovered Shoma's body, it was actually still somewhat damp. It was dry enough though. Plus, we were all distracted by Shoma's dead body. That's why we failed to notice the remaining wetness in the area. The only thing we did notice was that Shoma's body was damp. Fine. I understand. This is utter foolishness. Let me summarize what you were trying to say. I went underwater, lifted up the cage, and stabbed Shoma multiple times while he was gasping for air at the surface. Then I dove underwater again and turned the valve handle to open the drainage walls. Look, Takumi, I am neither a diver nor a mermaid. Even if I was an expert at holding my breath.
A regular person would struggle to do even one of the
Get a
things-
mask.
No.
See, that's the
It's
problem. That's the
absolutely
problem with you, Ava. You're not regular. You are not a regular person. You used your mask, Ava. The very mask I gave back to you. Tsubasa told me about it. There's a miniature air tank in your mask. It allows you to use it as a sealed gas mask. You can breathe it for up to 30 minutes using it like that. Yeah, I did say that. Never thought I would work underwater though.
Yes, I remember now. My mask did have a function like that, but someone stole it from me.
No. We know that ain't true.
That person must be the real killer. Yes, that has to be it.
You've been cornered and you know it, Ava. Just admit that you're the one behind this.
We know that ain't
Your mask
true.
was unique.
Because it's custom fitted.
Made to
Yep.
fit a specific shape, according to Tsubasa. You're the only one who can wear it. You were right, Ava. This isn't a crime that a regular person could have committed.
This is a crime that an invader committed.
Only a diver, mermaid, or someone with that particular mask could have done it. Ergo, the person who could wear that particular mask is the culprit.
This bitch used the word ergo. You have never used that word throughout the entirety of this game.
And only one person in this world can put on that mask.
He's really feeling himself during this deduction.
That person is standing right in front of me. It's none other than you, Ava!
You're the only one who could have killed Shoma.
You're the only one who could have killed Shoma!
Probably should have said that at the same time to make it sound cool.
No! 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 No!
Yes. Yes. What I want to know is why did you kill Shoma? Like, y'all barely talked in this timeline. I don't get it. Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it, Ava?
Takumi, you're right. I killed Shoma. The method and flow of events were as you had deduced. I have nothing to add.
Did X put you up to this? Okay, she did.
But have I really done something wrong? I too had been threatened by X. I had no choice. When did you meet X? A short while before 1 a.m. on day 51, just before the murder. I heard a knock on the door.
And you opened it?
Yes.
Are you stupid? Why?
I thought that it might be X outside that door.
The thought that it might be X outside that door did flash through my mind briefly.
But I am not part of the SDU and I wasn't even here when you saw the threatening note. I just assumed I could not have been on X's radar. Well, what did X say?
I have the remote detonator that will trigger the bomb inside your body. Here it is, in case you think I'm lying. I'm going to give you some instructions now, but you don't have much time. Follow my orders quickly, or else. Should you go against me, or tell the others about my existence, I will detonate the bomb in your body immediately.
Wait, what's going on? How did X get their hands on the detonator? Maybe they stole it from one of us? No. X said they obtained it through the proper channels. From Tsubasa herself. No. Duplicated the device and gave a copy to... Oh, that's right. She did give a copy to everyone, which means if X really is amongst the group, he had front row access to Ava's keys. Oh, damn it, Tsubasa, you sweet baby child. Why?
I'll pass you yours later.
Ah, damn it. Now you're 100% sure that X is one of us. No. I think you can remove me from that list. I passed the first detonator to Hiriko and never got it back. Haven't received the duplicate from Tsubasa yet. That is fair. Sir Takumi shall be taken off the list of suspects.
Sweet. finally free of suspicion. Everyone else started scrutinizing each other with great suspicion, not daring to even move their bodies, only their eyes. Hey, Ava, just one thing. Yes. X said they'd blow you up if you told the others about him, right? Yes. That's what you're doing now. You feeling okay?
Why hasn't X blown you up yet, indeed? I believe they could, if they wanted to. The device is small enough to fit in the palm of someone's hand. It would be hidden in a sleeve, on their chest, or around the waist so no one would notice. It would be easy to simply press the button at the opportune moment. But X cannot do that for one particular reason. And what's that? Takumi, do you remember what I told you about the bomb mechanism before?
Yes, I remember. Anyone standing within a 25-yard radius at that time would be blown into smithereens. Oh yeah, that's right. We'd be taken out too. He'd be taken out. They'd be taken out. 25? That makes the blast diameter the length of an Olympic-sized swimming pool. Basically, the length of this entire courtyard. That's why X isn't pressing the button. Because they'll be caught in the blast as well. And it's not like they can simply run away. Taking such action is as good as admitting you are X. That's why X has got their hands tied, eh? This is the perfect opportunity. For what? For us to get more information about X from Ava. Since they can't blow her up, we can ask her anything we want. Great idea. Ava, do you know anything about X? Their height? Body shape? They were dressed in the same outfit shown previously described. And used a voice changer as well. So it was not possible to discern who they were by their looks and voice, but... But? Ava looked down. Short, hesitant silence later. She spoke up again.
Actually, I figured out who X is.
Gasp! How'd you figure that out?
By their mannerisms. Their mannerisms? You know how some people would subconsciously touch their chin or play with their hair when thinking about something? Those sorts of mannerisms. They tried really hard to hide it, of course. But I still managed to pick up on them. So, who was X?
All right, I will tell you. X is. The real identity of X is.
Suddenly, a sense of dread washed over me. My mind started working overtime as I went through all possibilities. Maybe X would really press the button now? Everyone thinks X won't do it because that would mean blowing themselves up as well. If their identity was revealed, it would be the end for them anyway. Might even prefer to die with everyone in the blast over being caught and imprisoned. But in that case, why weren't they pressing the button now, before Ava could reveal their identity? Were they banking on the possibility that Ava might say the wrong name? She did. X could sit back and watch the show without doing anything. If she really said X's real name, they could always press the button at that time. Surely, that was why X was adopting a wait-and-see attitude right now. It might be dangerous for Ava to say that name out loud. Even if she got it right, everyone would die anyway. Still, it might just be overthinking things. X could be hesitating simply because they were afraid to die. What do I do? What should I do? There's literally no time to hesitate any longer. My final decision was... Oh, wow, a decision right after another one? I'm curious, nah. I'm curious, say his name. Do it. Do it, you coward, you won't. Do it. I decided to let Ava finish her sentence without interruption. However, she stayed silent after that and refused to say another word. What is the matter, Lady Ava? X got your tongue? Or do you actually not know who X is? What? Then why did you pretend like you knew? At Ima's question, Ava suddenly. She smirked and let out a chuckle, looking as if she was mocking us. When I saw her expression, the truth dawned on me. Of course. You're afraid, right? You're afraid to die. Damn, that's a look. Even if you were forced to do so by X, you were still the one to kill Shoma. That is an unforgivable act.
And you thought to yourself, going to be thrown into the cage again. This time they're never going to let me out. Why should I stay then? I'll blow myself up and take everyone in the SDU with me. But you were afraid to face death. You never had the courage to begin with. You decided to leave it in your hands of X, right? The act of pressing the button to activate the bomb. That's why you lied about knowing X's identity. Wait, that means you're going along with us all this time, just an act? And you said you hated Veshness. Is that a lie too? So you could gain our trust and gather intel while hiding in plain sight? Ava said nothing in response. Her lips didn't move for a second. But something else did. Her hands. Detonators are joined on the left.
She gotta blow herself up! Oh shit!
My body moved before my mind did. I exploded into action and dashed over to Ava at breakneck speed. Grabbed her left wrist and shouted loudly.
Get away, everyone!
That, everybody made a mad scramble for the exit. Right after that, Ava grabbed my shoulder and forced me to face her. As I did, I saw a raised foot and found myself being kicked away. Landed near the exit where there were 5 other people. They had just reached the gate and were not yet outside. The other 5 had rushed to the exit on the other side and were about the same distance away as well. Quickly stood up and looked in Ava's direction. She pinched her little finger and said,
Is this the courage you said I didn't have?
pulled on her little finger without a trace of hesitation.
She blew herself up? Damn.
Day 80. Well, it's day 80. I was already so used to waking up. You know, I'm kind of curious. Hold up. I am very curious now. Because we can always come back to this moment. I'm very curious. What happens if what happens if I fake or shut up? I'm very curious now. I normally don't do this, but this particular route has been very wishy-washy. We've been going through these endings so crazy, so I want to see. So let's shut her up. I wonder, will this be a quick one too? I can only assume it will be.
Ava, stop! Don't say anything.
What are you up to now? Wherefore have you stopped her? Explain my reasoning to the others. I get it. You are afraid X may try to take us all down with them. That all of a sudden we heard. Ava burst out laughing to everyone's astonishment.
Mind sharing the joke with the rest of the class?
The joke is how you are all being so obtuse.
What?
It's the same.
What is?
Your ultimate destiny.
Wait, are you?
I shouted, but it was already too late. Ava had pinched her little finger and pulled it out without any hesitation. Oh damn, so she was gonna blow herself regardless. Okay, so that's interesting. Well, okay, so that's weird. Pinky promise. That's why would she blow herself up regardless? I guess she never truly switched sides, but I mean, like, still. Okay, well, what was the point? What was the point even having that be an ending if she was just gonna blow herself up regardless in both routes? The only difference is all of us die here. And then we don't. Okay. I'm so this mystery route is so clearly like all over the place. Day 80. Come to think of it, I seem to recall someone pulling me back with great force before the explosion. That could be why I survived. I wonder who saved me. I see who it was, but I remember the lavender fragrance. Gee, I wonder who that could be. Think about that later. Is everyone okay? Stood up from the makeshift bed, pulled open the curtain divider, and stepped outside. Then... What do you mean Tsubasa and Moko are gone? Exactly what I meant. They're both missing when I woke up. We were the last 3 on watch last night, right? Yes, but halfway through my shift I felt a pain in my neck, like something had pricked me. Somebody must have jabbed me with that stolen anesthetic because I blacked out immediately. When you woke up, they were both gone? That's what I've been trying to say! It's at this point that everybody had finally noticed I was awake. Sir Takumi, I see you have decided to rejoin us in the land of the living. 5 days, no see.
Oh!
Pretty fast, all things considered. Yeah. Hey, shouldn't we be looking for Tsubasa and Moko? Yes, the 9 of us will split up into groups of 3. After some discussion, we decided on the following groups. Group 1, me and Nozomi, Garomi. Group 2, Takamaru, Kurara, Kyoshika. Group 3, Hideko, Yugamu, and Ima. Let's go find them. And thus we embarked on the search for Tsubasa and Moko. Visited every place in the school to see if we could find any traces of them. However, they're nowhere to be found. It's already been an hour since we started looking. Suddenly, we heard a strained voice coming from the schoolyard. Bad news! Name's Takumi and Takamaru. Can you hear me? So, come to the parking lot right now. Oh, so they're probably hanging up upside down. Takamaru's team had already arrived at the parking lot by the time we arrived. There were a few trees near the parking lot. Hideko and Takamaru seemed to staring agape at something near the top of them. Dread started to pull in the pit of my stomach. Slowly turned what I saw. Oh no!
No. No!
They killed my girl!
How?
Again! It's clear they were both dead. Blood drained from my face and I felt sick to the bone. Now 5 of my friends are dead. Didn't know how my heart was breaking it. I wasn't breaking it apart. Somehow I held myself together and said,
Help me lower them to the ground and move them to the infirmary.
This sick son of a bitch. Bastard killed Tsubasa again. Cause of death, hemorrhagic shock, date 80, between 5 and 8 a.m. Multiple stab wounds around the chest and abdomen. The murder weapon is likely a sharp blade about 8 inches long. Too much time had passed since death. Insufficient cryptoglobin present in body. Impossible to revive. Subject Moko Muji. Moko can't catch a break. I feel like she's died in almost every timeline where there has been a killer or something bad happening. Lacerated carotid artery. After everyone had a chance to view the monitor, the mood in the room turned utterly gloomy. They silently moved their bodies to the morgue. Hey, do you mind if I mention something?
Huh?
Go on. Something I noticed about Tsubasa's back. She got her heart stolen like the others? Wait, how did you know about the hearts being stolen?
Oh.
I decided it was nothing worth hiding and told them about it. Ah, right. But I don't think the cases are related. Neither of them had their backs cut open. And what if it was just... And what is it you wanted to tell us about Tsubasa's back? I noticed it when the hem of her blouse hitched up while we were moving her body just now. Kanami walked over to Tsubasa's body and removed the sheet that was covering it. She turned over the body and pulled the blouse up so that we all could see the strange thing on her back.
Huh.
2? Think so. Could there be a C or an N as well? I don't know.
Huh?
Mark is small enough to be completely covered by a hand.
Huh.
Not located in the center, but more towards the left side of the spine.
Huh?
This is indeed curious. Purplish color even makes it look like a bruise. What could this number mean? Nobody had an answer to that. We all checked Moko's back as well, but there was no markings at all. Let alone that what looked like a number.
After that, we turn them both back around, close our eyes, and put our hands together to pay our respects. Yeah, that's about right. Sorry, Zomi. You lose Moko on almost every timeline where shit gets bad. Her anguish, chokes, and sobs reverberate throughout the hushed morgue. Night soon fell, and when bedtime approached, Kurata suddenly brought something up. Found this in Tsubasa's space. Can you guys take a look at it? The organic life detection device? 9. Same as the number of people here. Ain't it about time you just showed your hand, X? You're one of us, aren't you? No criminal in their wrong mind would happily come forward to identify themselves when asked. How about this, X? Fess up. We promise not to throw your sick little ass into jail. So come on, help us out here. We only talking about to X right now? Say what? X instructed someone to kill Kako and Shoma. What if it was the same this time? Hey, don't go putting weird ideas into my head. You're basically saying there are 2 killers among us. Whatever the case, we should probably be sleeping together. I agree. X should still have some of that anesthesia left. Another option is to increase the number of people on watch, and just probably save it for everyone to just sleep in their own rooms. What do you think, Takumi? Folded my arms across my chest and thought long and hard about it before saying, yes. Going back to sleep in our own rooms may be the better option at this point. On the condition that nobody opens their doors until the morning announcement. We clear on that? Oh, we got 20 days left. Oh, sorry, 19. Didn't black out despite having gone through so many stressful events yesterday. Didn't know why. Wasn't like I'd been cured of fainting disease. During the day, we split up into groups to investigate the deaths of Tsubasa and Moko. We didn't find a single clue. Soon the sun started setting. Darkness took over.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the
Happened right after the bedtime announcement had played. Sound of the doorbell sent a chill up my spine. Is it X? They here to get me? Thoughts racing through my mind as I gingerly made my way over to the door. I was greeted by a familiar voice from the other side. I know what you're thinking, Takumi. Maybe Hideko was X, right? But you would be wrong. I am not X. Yeah, say that, but just listen to me. I need to tell you something. You are likely innocent because you did not have the detonator for Ava's bomb. For that reason, I trust you and want to tell you something I remembered. What is it? I'm going to the morgue now. You trust me, meet me there. I will be waiting for you. I heard the sound of her clacking heels getting softer and softer until it went completely silent. What should I do? I don't believe Hideko was X, but... Damn it. Alright, I'm going. I hid my diffuser under my clothes as a precaution and ran directly to the morgue. Please don't be X, please don't be X, please don't be X. I've never met an idiot as stupendously naive as you. Did you even consider what would have happened to you had I really been X? But you said you weren't! Only a gullible idiot would believe a potential suspect is not a bloodthirsty serial killer simply because they said so. Gritted my teeth in frustration and said, anyway, what was this thing you remembered? Hideko walked over to Tsubasa's dead body without a word. He stopped in front of the body and removed the sheet. Turned the body over before lifting the blouse up. It's the same strange number we saw yesterday. What about it? This is her livor mortis code. Livor mortis code? It's a unique number that appears on the back of all SDU members. When they lose almost all of their cryptoglobin. Only those from Team 1 have this. Where did you hear about this?
That is a 3-day-long story I can tell you another time. All I can tell you now is that this is a very reliable piece of information. She moved to Shoma's body next, removing the sheet covering him. She flipped his body around so that his back was facing up. There was a large gaping hole there. Shoma too? Yes, I believe X must have done this. But when? We've been moving in groups ever since he died. Well, there was just one sliver of opportunity X could have taken advantage of. What's that? When Ava self-destructed, everyone got caught in the blast and were knocked out. It was the next morning by the time we regained consciousness. X must have woken up sooner than the rest of us, and Hideko showed me Eito and Gaku's back cavities next. Finally, she turned Kako's body over. Now we have 4 cases on our hand. Every wound in the same shape. X used the same method to remove their hearts from their bodies. Sure, seems that way. What do you see? What do you see when you look at this wound? Well, the outline is rather clearly defined. Like they were cut open with a scalpel or something. Oh! I get it now. It's in the exact location. That has to be it. The part of their backs with the livor mortis code has been cut out. Well done. Is it the same for Moko? Haven't you been listening? The livor mortis code only shows up on those from Team 1. Moko was from Team 2. Naturally, her back is code-free. For saying that, Hideko returned the bodies to their original positions. But why would X do such a thing? I'm guessing it is because they do not want us to learn of their existence. The bodies were left in their original state. Somebody was bound to notice the code sooner or later.
Oh.
So they cut out the part with the code out. In order to keep them hidden from us. Why dig out the hearts too? Most likely a red herring. Think about it.
Oh.
What would be the first thing to come to your mind if you saw that multiple bodies had only a certain part of their backs cut away? I would think there had to be something on our bodies as well. You see? Now you're getting it. You would think X is targeting something invisible in that part of our bodies, right? Then what would you do with that information? What am I supposed to do? For example, I would cut out that part of my body before X could get their hands on it. Or cover it with something, like a tattoo or a soaring dragon. X would likely be highly inconvenienced if we did that. That is why they took out the heart as well. They wanted us to believe their target was not the patch of skin on our backs, but the parts in our bodies. That's why X did that. Though that still leaves us with one question. What's that? I'll explain later. You see, X's objective has to do with knowledge of the livor mortis codes. Our current hypothesis is that X cut out that particular part of the skin. Not because they were avid skin collectors, but simply to stop us from knowing about the existence of the codes. But if that is true, why set up the red herring? Because if X's objective was only to know what the codes were, they could have simply gotten rid of the bodies once they saw it. They could have tossed the bodies into the wall of fire, buried them in the forest. Yet X did none of these things. Why? I'm not sure, but maybe they needed the bodies to be left in the morgue for some reason? You think so too? Yes. Clearly. X clearly wanted to leave the bodies in here. But by so doing, it would allow us to find out the existence of the livor mortis codes. That is why they went through the trouble of setting up such a complicated red herring, removing the skin and hearts of those who are already dead. So the question is, why does X want the bodies preserved? That is what I'm trying to find out. Let's put that aside for now and talk about something else. Why does X want to know what the livor mortis codes are? Has to do with the distress signal transmitter. Transmitter the boy with the undying flames told us about? Recently found out there was a yeah, we knew about this, so it was put there in the event of all but one member of Team 1 dying. Once the correct series of codes had been entered into the transmitter, it would, transmit a distress. Oh, I know. The correct series of codes he mentioned. You must be referring to the livor mortis codes. Yes, there are 10 people on Team 1. Entering 9 of our codes will summon the rescue craft. Because knowing the livor mortis codes of 9 people indicates that 9 people have entered total death. Total death? It means the complete cessation of life. In this state, a person is impossible to revive. Okay, but how did you come across all this information? The same way I came across the previous information, by remembering. Oh, the 3-day-long story you were talking about? Yes. I'll explain further when time is more on our side. For now, our priority is to identify X. Do you understand now? Do you understand why I said X's objective is to find out the Livor Mortis codes? Does this mean X is trying to summon the rescue craft? It is very likely. So that they can leave the school? Quite so. Which also means X already knows where the distress signal transmitter is located. Because the Livor Mortis codes would be useless otherwise. That is a logical line of reasoning. Keep going. We can find a distress signal transmitter ourselves. We may find a clue to X's identity. Hideko nodded deeply at my words. That is why I'm going to start looking for the distress signal transmitter now. Care to join me? But it's almost midnight. What are you, 5? Oh, alright. So if X needs all those codes, he needs to target Takamaru, Darumi, Hideko, and me. If he wants all of them. Hideko and I ran around the school at all night in search of the distress signal transmitter. We found nothing in the end. It's almost 6. We're not in our rooms for the morning announcement. The others may suspect us of being X. Yes, we should call it a day for now, and just as Hideko was about to finish her sentence. Kurara? Hide yourself. What in the world? You made the rule that we should never go anywhere alone, remember? So why is Kurara wandering around by herself then? Now that you mentioned it. That is interesting. We peered out around the corner of the hallway to see where Kurara was going. She quickly vanished in the direction of the staircase. The sound of the footsteps on the floor above us slowly became softer and softer until we heard the roof door closing. There was silence. Kurara went upstairs. I mean, we are on the ground floor, but she just came from that staircase. Why did she come down the stairs just to go up again? Maybe she didn't come down the stairs? Are you saying? We started investigating the area around the staircase, groping around wall surfaces to see if we could find anything. And then... No way, another secret passage?
What is this?
A secret door.
Let's see what's inside.
Yes.
Behind the door was a staircase leading down into pitch darkness.
Kurara didn't come downstairs.
She came up from here.
So, at the end of this staircase...
Yes. There's something to be discovered for sure. Let's go see.
This place. Cannot believe we are still discovering new places in the school on day 82. It's freezing in here. Your unfunny jokes made the heat in the room shrivel up and die. I don't recall making any jokes. There's a device of some sort in the middle of the room. We should check it out. Hideko and I approached the device and stared at the display monitor. Yep. Is this what I think it is? There's a user manual of sorts in the bottom left part of the screen, which read, Distress Signal Transmitter. Enter the Livor Mortis code of each SDU member in the blank spaces on the screen. Distress signal is transmitted when the 9 correct codes are entered. However, should a single incorrect code be entered, poison gas will be released from the tank behind the device. This is a special gas designed to instantly dissolve all types of physical objects. Neither a gas mask nor a biohazard suit will offer any sort of protection against you. You have been warned.
Oh.
This is it! This is the distress signal transmitter we were looking for. I think it's been here this whole time. This is a major discovery! In my excitement, I started looking around the other areas of the room. The next moment, I felt my blood going cold. I saw something I hadn't noticed initially because of all my attention had been on the device. An object in the corner of the room. No, that wasn't an object. It wasn't. That was...
Okay, this is chilling. That's Kurara. But we just saw Kurara. Kurara Suzuki's dead body.
Wait, what?
So, somebody took her mask.
We have to take her to the infirmary.
No,
Don't
she's
bother.
dead.
A dead body doesn't freeze up that badly within an hour or so.
So, she's been dead for a long time?
You have eyes? Can you not see? This is definitely Kurara O Suzuki.
How long has she been dead?
I know because I've seen her real face before. The one beneath her usual tomato head mask.
How long has she been dead?
I've seen her face before too.
On that note, do you remember who we just crossed paths with?
Yes. Someone dressed like Kurara.
But the real Kurara is here. Which means...
Who the heck was that?
one thing is for sure. That person is none other than X themselves.
Story lock? What? You have arrived at Story Lock 3. You will not be able to progress without meeting certain conditions. Try exploring other branches for now. What? What? Huh? I'm sorry. Blocked scenario? What do you mean, block scenario? What am I supposed to do? I've literally done everything else. Oh wait, there is a third option. Hold up. That's right, there's a third option here. But it's on the Who Killed Shoma path, but what? What? Okay, so this is crazy. So that's right, there's a third option for Who Killed Shoma, but this is crazy. Wait, so what do I do? So if this is nuts. Do I pick Kurara now? Is that it? I don't think this makes any sense. Yeah, okay, so this is just gonna go back to me being locked up in a cage. I don't understand. I don't understand. So, alright. So there's clearly there's clearly like a third option I can do here, but I don't know what that is. So, who do I pick here to get the third option? Who do I pick here? Do I pick myself? I don't think that even works. I am so confused. Freaking story locked? What?
I don't have any memories of it, but it could very well have been me.
Yeah, like I've been saying all this time, right? But how could you not have any memories? It's simple. I just don't remember. You cannot be the killer. But I don't believe any of you here could have done something so cruel. Also, I'm the only one who could have gotten inside it since the key was with me. There are other reasons too. Nothing happened when I was unconscious, right? That would make sense if I was the culprit. The cause of my fainting disease may have played a part as well. Traces of treatment found on damaged parts of the brain, Disease likely developed as an after effect. Those damaged parts have actually yet to heal properly. I could have gotten up subconsciously at night and did all those things without being aware of it, right? That's why I'm saying it was probably me. Maybe. You don't sound confident. Then you leave us no choice, we lock you up in a cell. You okay with that, Takumi? No. Huh? You're just trying to put up a fight even after you confessed? I wasn't confessing. I'm just saying it's a possibility. But you were so confident you knew who the killer was. Who are you? You are being utterly incoherent. Anyway, hold up. Down. Everyone. Okay. Stop. Stay away from me. I said, stay away. I screamed and started running. You bastard! Stop right there! Burst out of the room into the hallway and just kept running. Some time passed. I was finally able to throw off all my pursuers after running around the school haphazardly.
I'll be in danger if I stick around here. I should leave the school for a while and get my head together.
Headed to the entrance hall and grabbed the fire extinguisher before sneaking outside. For long, I arrived at the wall of fire, but somebody had been lying in ambush there. Gamu. You are X. No. But you basically admitted it just now. I told you. Just throwing out possibilities. Save your excuses. Now I can finally kill you without regrets. What? Have you forgotten what I am? That I am an assassin? Wait. Does that mean? Gamu pulled out a dirk and walked towards me with a smirk on his face.
No! Stop!
Zoe? Nozomi, what are you doing?
Nozomi! Why?
I saw you, so I ran after you.
Yugamu! How could you do this?
Hey, this wasn't my fault. I was just trying to intimidate you. Killing you had never been my intention at all.
Bullshit.
Shut up!
Charizard and Yugamu with a foul roar and we grabbed a hold of each other. We were struggling, we lost our balances and our bodies careened into the wall of fire at the same time. Very next moment, we were both dead. Bodies vaporized at the blink of an eye. Yada yada yada. The end. Alright, so I'm still taken aback by the story lock. Is that like, are we, is that the requirement? I don't know. I don't know. Is there a third option for Shoma too? I don't know. I'm so lost here. I am so lost here. Okay. So I'm kind of pissed that we are forced. I'm kind of pissed that we are forced to just give up on this scenario now. Reach story lock 2. What does that even mean? So I guess we'll go back further in time. So we stayed in the school, so we'll go back further in time and we'll just join the invader hunt. Back when everybody was alive and nobody was dead. Except for Gaku, that's right. This is so crazy. You can't just force me to abandon a scenario like this. Alright, we'll enjoy the invader hunt.
I think I'm going to join the game.
Feeling determined, I voiced my intention to participate. Will you all join me in this invader hunt? Oh, no. Have you lost your mind, Mr. Sumino? Participating in a shitty game like this would make us just like Mr. Maruko, jumping into the fire and getting stabbed for it. You might end up getting slaughtered just like Gaku. I know it could be dangerous, but I think ignoring the invitation would be even more dangerous. You ought to accept despite the risks. Hey, Takumi. Let's think about this rationally. Who knows what kind of monster this is behind this? Anything could happen if we join in some insane game like this, man.
Hey!
I more than understand the risk of participating. But I still want to know. I want to know who killed Gaku. I want to know who put us in this situation. I thought things would be different without Eito secretly manipulating us, but apparently I was wrong. Someone had destroyed Sire and killed Gaku all in the space of one night. Gaku's death plunged us all into paranoia. We haven't even been able to come together since. Who could possibly be doing this? Everyone, please, I'm begging you. Even if just this once, go along with me. Please join the game with me. I bowed my head while shouting my pleas, trying to show them how serious I was. I didn't get the reaction I was hoping for. Sorry, Takumi. I can't. It smells like a trap to me. I'm out too. There's something so vulgar about using a game to encourage murder. A group of strangers all killing each other without any love behind it? It's no better than a hedonistic orgy. Huh? Did someone say orgy? Oh, simmer down, you stupid perv. I'm out too. The audience hates to see a team turn on each other like that. Life may be worthless, but if I die, I won't be able to see my dog Leo again. This is bad. This is really bad. At this rate, I'll be the only one playing. How do I convince everyone that this is the right move? What do I have to do? Before I can say anything more.
Are you kidding? Sign me up!
What? I'm gonna play the game, obviously. I mean, duh.
Yeah!
Obviously, a killing game's about to go down either way. Finally, the god of killing games has smiled on me and broken the chains binding me to this pitiful, tedious life. She's very happy. Anyway, that's why you're all gonna join. It's mandatory. Yeah, right. I'm not fucking doing this. Can't start killing each other. We're here to fight the invaders. Excuse me? If you guys keep acting like such wusses, I won't get my killing game. We need at least a double-digit player count or it's not gonna happen. And I need it to happen. I have been waiting for this my whole life. I'm so sick of this lame tower defense game. I want us to kill each other. Do it. Do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. We're all gonna do it, right? Army ferociously urged everyone to play. But the more she insisted, the more it turned everyone off. Other foolishness. I'm not entertaining this nonsense anymore. Disgusted, Kurara left the classroom. The others followed soon after. If you want to kill each other, do it by yourselves. I won't stand for this. Sister Dearest and I are going back to our rooms. I've always wanted to storm out in a dramatic huff like this. So cliche. In the end, the only ones left standing in the classroom were... What's wrong with them? Not playing like defies the laws of nature. Myself, Daughter-Me, and Hideko. Hideko, going to play the game too? I'm shocked. I didn't think you'd have an interest in something like this. Don't misunderstand me. I have no interest at all in the game itself. I just want to make sure. Make sure. Hideko fell silent, refusing to elaborate. He does tend to be secretive. Well then, 3 of us will meet in this leisure lounge tonight. Message said anyone willing to participate should gather in the leisure lounge at 7 p.m. Oh, with so few participants, it's entirely possible the game will be cancelled. No! My long-awaited killing game is slipping through my fingers. Oh god. Hideko and I went back to our rooms, leaving Daughter-Me behind to wallow in despair. An invader hunt. I was lying in my bed, contemplating this mysterious game that we were supposedly going to play. Why would whoever wrote this message invite us to join a game? What kind of game did they have planned? Or was the announcement itself a trap? I was racking my brain, unable to figure out any possible intention behind all of this, until suddenly... Visitor? I opened the door and came face to face with Daughter-Me.
Huh?
Daughter-Me? What's up? Hey, why aren't you saying anything? Daughter-Me continued to stand there, not speaking so much as a single word. 1 minute passed, then 2. 3 people isn't enough. Finally, she spoke. A killing game with only 3 people? It's just not gonna work. The joy of a killing game is that there are a ton of participants and a lot of dying. 3 people do not a massacre make. I mean, forget Royale, that's not even enough for a battle to get excited about. Totally impossible, like way impossible. She was muttering to herself, more or less understood her point. So you're saying there's not enough people to hold a proper killing game? I've literally been saying that this whole time.
Hey!
Really? I didn't notice. I got the feeling this announcement only exasperated Daughter-Me's emotional instability. Normies always do this. They're like so happy to do an athletic meet or a talent show or whatever, but if you suggest a killing game, they're like, ew, no way. That's probably because they don't want to die. At this rate, I'm not going to get my killing game. Can't have that. If it gets cancelled, it's over. You have to help Takumi. Tell them how important this is and convince them to play. Kidding? There's no way they'd listen to me. Even just now, they barely paid any attention to what I had to say. It'll be fine. Just stand at their doorways and keep putting on that peer pressure. Okay, eventually. You mean like what you're doing to me now? I might be dumb and useless, but even I can handle staging a sit-in. I mean, I did stick around my parents' house for basically my entire life without ever running away, no matter how much my brother and my daddy yelled at me to leave. Well, I guess that was mostly because I didn't have anywhere else to go. What do I even say to that? Okay. You'll be in charge of convincing Takamaru, Shoma, and the twins. Your job is to flip them to willing players before we're supposed to meet. You have to get them to play, no matter what. That girl ain't right. Daughter-Me stormed away without giving me a chance to object. Man, why is she so pushy? Now that she's asked, I can't just do nothing. I don't want the game to get cancelled either, so I guess I should try to encourage everybody to join. I'm supposed to persuade Takamaru, Shoma, Ima, and Kako. Of the 4, Takamaru seems the most likely to hear me out. Looks like a hard ass, but at his core, he's genuine and kind. Might be willing to listen if he sees what I feel strongly about this. Okay, first one I'm going to try to convince is Takamaru. That settles that. Now to think of a way to get him to join. He's probably against it because he's wary of what might happen. His concerns are valid. The monster who slaughtered Gaku is behind this after all. Yet why he'd want to avoid a confrontation. Jesus, I cannot read, but if we don't participate, we never find out who's really behind all of this. Can't let that happen. Want to catch whoever killed our friend, no matter what it takes. Gaku might have been a careless, sneaky goofball, but he was one of our own. He didn't deserve to die. I'll never forgive whoever killed him. I'm going to find him, but I know Takamaru feels the same. Maybe I should get him to remember how he felt when Gaku was murdered. But how do I do that? How do I get Takamaru fired up again? How do you reignite the rage in someone's heart? No point in trying to figure this out on my own. I should ask around and see if anyone has any idea. Okay, so, I have this distinct feeling this is probably gonna be a longer route. I'm still pissed off about the freaking... man, I just... man, I am so... I'm conflicted. I'm conflicted because we're going down an entirely different route. I know it's gonna take a while. Who should I ask? Well, I got 3 people to ask. So you know what? We'll call it here today. Because I'm still pissed because this is gonna be another beefy path. I just know it. And I really wanted to figure out who killed Kubrara, man, but now we can't do that. So now we have to go back to the beginning. All right, so yeah, we'll call it a night here. We're going down. What even is this route? This is a completely different route. This is a completely different route. Okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah, we'll save. We'll call it a night. Day 25. And we'll do this next time. Goodbye. Man. I'm so pissed.